National Football League brings us to Cleveland Brown Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie.
No waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Bengals of Tokyo taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two big-time rivals battle to start the year. The Bengals and Browns underway in Week 1. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 mighty. 11.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
12.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
11 MT. Stop.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. McPherson's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. 3rd in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all-time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 1. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
If for some reason you doubted Chase's elite ability, how about this? Missed 5 games last season, still reached 1,000 yards and made the Pro Bowl. His name always in the forefront of the game's greatest playmakers.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And the Bengal 1st down.
to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
Set. Hey, 59. 9, I'm going.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 68 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive. Not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Set.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
12.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 73 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
11 mighty. 11 MT. 12. 11 MT. Take.
Burrow on play action. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect. So quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
11 MP, take.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route, he's got him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
One, ready?
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. All the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime
so both of these
report.
coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11, 11. 11 MT, take.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Charlie Jones, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bengals have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11, 11.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin.
And now Watson throws another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Gun. Dot.
Mixing up the middle.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
11. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 28 yards.
And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from a yard out. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
54.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Watson on 1st down. Completes it right side to Cooper. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Watson looks to throw again.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the...
There he goes, Amari Cooper And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by York is up and good.
As this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
11, Thomas. 12, 11, 11. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
29 yards.
and the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
On 1st down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Here's Watson.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11. Stop.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
To throw, Watson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Browns 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Bengals come up with